Is it to see your team have a response like that?
Yeah, that's a really good win. There was a lot of stuff going on in that game. A lot of it was subtle. A lot of it was apparent. But our pitching went out there and kind of took the bull by the horns. They're a good team, we know that. And the way we responded after yesterday, I couldn't be happier with finding a way, willing ourselves to where we were at.
And speaking of pitching, I mean, when Pablo's having an outing where, I mean, he admits that he didn't have his stuff to the caliber that we know he's capable of, but he battled. How much does that set the tone for your team, for guys to watch him battling that much, therefore wanting to battle behind him?
Yeah, he doesn't give anything. He doesn't step away. He's not looking for help. He steps on the mound. He gets ready to pitch. When he's got it, he's got it. When he's looking for it a little bit, he just keeps working. He's very intent and focused on what he needs to do. And it didn't come. This wasn't the easiest, smoothest outing, but that's going to happen. But he pitched well. He actually just kept pitching. There were a couple of little spells, I think, of command where maybe he didn't have it the way he wanted it. But that's okay. Like, that's going to happen. What do you do about it? And what he does is he kind of regroups and I think takes a few deep breaths and find ways to refocus his attention on the strike zone in a different way. And he was probably aiming for more of an area today than he was the glove, or more than just a very precise spot in the strike zone. And he let his stuff kind of do the work for him. And even against good hitters on the other side of the field, that can work. And that's what he did, I think.
Talked about hoping Alex could maybe give you a jolt when he came back. How happy have you been with the quality of his at-bats since he's returned?
Yeah, he's looked good at the plate. I think he brings a different flavor to our lineup just because of the pitches that he can hit and the way he approaches the bats, the pitches that he can do damage on, the pitches that he can spray to different parts of the field. I think by nature he's more of a little bit of a flat swing, stay through the zone. It's a looser swing, but it's a stay through the zone kind of swing where he can do a lot of different things. And if the pitcher pitches him in different ways, he can find ways to get the barrel to it. So we've seen him shoot some line drives in different or hard hit balls in different directions, but he doesn't have much fear. He goes up there in big spots and just looks for a pitch that he think he can handle and then simplifies it. And that was big for us. We needed someone to just come up and just make it happen, and he did that today. It was nice.
It was quick, but Donovan's at bat there against Hader, and then for Hader to recover from that, just how much of a challenge does it seem when you see what he can do the rest of the lineup there?
Yeah, he's good. He's really good, and but we're sending a guy up there with a good short swing that knows how different left-handers, even good ones, attack hitters, and Donovan can shorten up and get on top of pitches, and he has different ways to combat different guys. And he's a talented guy with the bat in his hands. He hits a lot of balls squarely, but he really knows what he's doing in situational baseball and knows what he needs to do. I mean, you have to put unusual swings on the ball to hit the ball against Hader, and that's what Donovan did. You don't see many balls shot hard like that right down the first baseline. But you have to attack him differently because he's attacking you differently than most pitchers that you see.
Stewart just a high leverage arm now?
We're not going to be afraid to put him in there right in the middle of things if we need to. And I think this was a good spot for him. I've talked with Pete a lot about where he's at, and that stuff that he has plays good to both righties and lefties. And you can send him up there to face a few lefties, and I think what they're seeing looks a little different. It's pretty nasty. It moves in different ways. He'll sweep it across the plate. He'll cut it. He'll do some different things. So, yes, he's put himself in a good spot, and we're going to keep letting him go out there and pitch. I like what I'm seeing.
I think this was Duran's first multi-inning of the season. Was that mostly just about the 9-pitch inning before that?
Yeah, it was a combination of probably three things. One, it's a big ball game, and he's rested, and he had a really quick first inning. So you add it all together, and it makes a lot of sense to send him back out there, especially in a big spot late in the game. It all kind of equated to a time where we're going to do it. Is it something we're going to do often? I don't want to say yes or no, but I mean probably not. He's mostly going to be a one-inning guy, but when you add all that together, today's the day.